Welcome back to David and Carmen VSG. Today's video is actually going to be me cooking a recipe that we are allowed to eat on kind of a soft foods diet. We're slowly trying to introduce regular foods into our diet now, as our nutritionist says that we can. And so I wanted to show you a meal that could kind of be that in between the soft foods and regular food space. So what we're gonna make tonight is cheeseburger casserole. Now, it says the prep time. Here we go. 6 servings. Has 7.7 carbs, 36.2 grams of fat. Now, we don't have the protein count on here, but these are the ingredients. We have ground beef, bacon, eggs, mayo, half and half, pickles, onions, garlic, and then a little salt and pepper back there. Oh, and then don't let me leave out the cheese. So for those of you who are wondering, no, this is not a one-pot meal. So I'm going to be browning ground beef, and it calls for 1 pound. This is 1.2 pounds. It'll be fine. We're gonna have tons of leftovers anyway. I have bacon, so I'm gonna cook 6 pieces of that. And then I'm also gonna saute an onion and a clove of garlic. Then we're also gonna chop up some dill pickles. If you're wondering, no, this is not a low fat meal. It is low carb. It is high protein though. So I'm gonna mix together some eggs, some half and half, and some mayo. That'll kind of be the binder for the casserole, and then you can adjust anything in here to your likings. If you prefer to use low-fat mayo, low-fat cheese, I personally don't like those items, and they don't kind of convert when you're cooking. They don't act in the pan or in the baking the way that you would think they would. A lot of times cheese doesn't melt right. The first thing I'm gonna do here is get the hamburger into the skillet. And I wanna get that broken up. So I'm just chopping up 6 slices of bacon here, and I'm cutting them into small pieces. You could fry them in the whole pieces if you wanted to, and then crumble them up. I prefer to cut them up first. Make lardons, the French word for bacon bits. But I just chopped them into pieces about that size there. So while the hamburger and the bacon are cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and chop my garlic and onion here. Break off 1 clove of garlic. And try not to get the garlic paper in the onion here. Oh, why not make it 2 cloves? I love garlic, and I need some flavor in my life right now. Oh, you know what? I just realized the recipe says half an onion, so we probably should only use about that much. The rest of this I'll throw in a bowl. All right, so we have our half an onion here. And if I haven't already said it, so far what we have cooking over there is just over a pound, about 1.25 pounds, between 1 pound and 1.25 pounds of ground beef, 80-20 ground beef. You can, of course, if you want to go low fat, you're more than welcome to. Right now, David and I are getting in so few calories that we don't mind a few extra from the fat. Super high in protein here because of the ground beef, and of course, the bacon. We're also browning up 6 slices of bacon. And again, no real magic to the garlic, just make it smaller. So a cup of pickle. I'm just gonna cut up one of these half pickles here. Turn the oven to 350. So while the bacon and hamburger are still cooking, I'm gonna mix together 3 large eggs. That was 1, oops, making a mess, 2, and 3. And to that, I'm gonna add half a cup of half and half and half a cup of mayonnaise. This is, like I said, just regular full-fat mayo. So we're gonna mix that together. It's gonna be kind of lumpy because of the mayo. So it's gonna kind of come out looking like this runny concoction here. Make sure you've got the egg yolks all broken up in there. As you can see, the hamburger's ready to go. I'm actually not going to worry about draining that. It actually looks really good. There's just a little bit of fat in the bottom of the pan, which we actually need to brown the onions and garlic. So I'm gonna make a little well right here in the middle. Take our hamburger and onion mixture here and try to get as much of the good stuff as I can, and then leave kind of those last little bits of fat drippings behind. With this, we're going to add our bacon and pickle. Yum. All right. And as you can see, this isn't a huge casserole dish, so it does say this is 6 servings. I'm not quite sure. David and I will get that. Now the recipe calls for 8 ounces of shredded cheese, which is what I have here, and the bowl is just about as big as the casserole dish. So what I'm going to do is just kind of cover it till I feel like there's, you know, a nice big covering of cheese. I don't think I'm going to use the whole 8 ounces here. I think that is more than enough. So we still have a good bit left. And then we're going to take our mayo, egg, and half and half mixture. We're actually going to pour it right over the top. Just like that. I'm going to kind of shake it. And I don't know if you can tell what oh, there we go. There's air bubbles coming up through there. So that looks pretty good. Maybe I will sprinkle a little bit more cheese on top. Yeah, I think that's good. No need to go too crazy with it. All right, so I'm gonna put this in a 350-degree oven for 30 to 35 minutes, and we'll check on it, and I'll see you then. Once our casserole comes out of the oven, we will top it just like we would a cheeseburger. We have some shredded lettuce here. Believe it or not, that's only 3 leaves of lettuce that I shredded myself. That's 4 cherry tomatoes that I quartered and then halved each piece of the quarter, and then that's half a pickle. We have our leftover cheese back here, and then some mustard and ketchup. So here is our finished product. It was a little puffier when it first came out of the oven, but as you can see, it just looks like a good old casserole. And then we've got our toppings here that I've already shown you. Thought I'd show you what it looks like on the inside. You can see the bacon, the cheese, and the pickles and onions. And here it is on the plate. Now, I plated this up and I put way more on the plate than we're going to be able to eat. But we're going to give it our best shot. This is David. He's putting his toppings on. You can see he's got the ketchup and the lettuce, tomatoes. Now he's adding pickles, and then he'll top his with a little mustard. I definitely don't think it needs more cheese. So here we go. You can see right in here I put my ketchup and my mustard and all of my toppings on it. Oh, focus. There we go. And that's what's for dinner.